Alright, hello everyone, we are back. Going to be doing another master guide for you. Yesterday I did this second hole with quarterback. We're going to stick with it. If you don't have movie balls, what I'm going to suggest is Kingmaker. It's just going to make you have to play an extra mile-per-hour wind or so. I am going to be playing very close to max adjustment, even though we are kind of at min club. We're going to play it very similarly to how we did yesterday. I'm going to do just a little bit different tweaking on my adjustment. And I do believe, hopefully we can hone in just a tiny bit more and give this a really good run at the hole. At the very least, I think I used about 2 backspin. I'm going to try to come in on that a little bit. Keep in mind that when you set up here, you want to take advantage of that full side spin. Don't back off of it at all. You're better off just tweaking your curl. Make yourself have to do less curl. The curl is the one, thing that's going to make you either have too much power or not enough power on your shot. So, getting it as close to the center of the shot circle makes your shot a lot easier. So you might just want to be a little careful with your movements there. And, I think you'll have good success if you do. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to try to, do very similarly to what I did yesterday. Very, very similarly. Here you see a quarterback Santa ball. I also like that. And you can see that if you set up just a little bit farther back, it does make this a little bit easier. Give you a nice big landing zone. That's very similarly to where I set up to do. And let's see what this looks like. Maybe about 7 rings for that adjustment. I would use, if it's me, use a little bit of curl for sure. I would assume this has got to shoot off to the, well, it is. Yeah, see, it's shooting off to the left. If you don't use curl, that's what's going to happen. And you can see that on the ball guide, so it's a little unusual thing to see. And we're going to change up our backspin just slightly. We're going to use 1.5. Actually, you know what? Since I'm changing my backspin, I'm going to use not quite 1 per ring. I'm going to use probably about 8 rings again. Since I think that should be good enough. My adjustment yesterday, I'm assuming is going to be relatively good. We're going to do very similarly and just do the 8 rings that I did yesterday and try to give it a little bit of curl, see what this looks like. Very much towards the hole and just running by. So you can see a nice setup there. It's all going to be about just setting the right amount of curl, and I think you guys will be good to go there. Obviously, you can see, it's going to be relatively easy to get. This hole won't be too bad. It stinks that I didn't get hole 1. It would have been nice for my, getting 1 or 2 would have been nice. Since I missed 1, it would have been nice to pick up that stroke here. But at the same time, it is just a qualifier. If you go ahead and shoot a very good opening round, a qualifier won't even come into play. So let's see if we can't do this shootout real quick. I usually go relatively spot on max here. When it's into the wind like this, the tournament wind that we have is very similar. Yeah, the only thing I was wondering is, did he pull back enough? And it doesn't look like he did. So we should have a relatively easy pickup here. It's going to be very challenging to not put it inside 7 yards. because all you have to do is hit the green somewhere to do that. So you can see that I usually, have pretty good backspin. There's about 3.5. It's kind of the number that I like to use. And, like I said, all we really need to do here is hit the green somewhere, and that should be good enough. So there's 5 rings. There's 9-ish rings. And that should be... You can see I got a decent amount of curl on that. I'm trying to bring it in more towards the pin here. And just kind of funnel it in there relatively good. That's more or less how we play it for the the tournament. We're just going to kind of tweak our spin a little bit, and we'll try to ride that slope a little bit and try to go for the hole-in-one. There I was just kind of just taking the cop out and just hitting it into the green somewhere. So but anyway, good luck with that second hole. You can see very, very straightforward. You can see with my revision, I think you guys are going to have really good chance to get that one. So good luck there, and I'll see you guys for hole 3.